Hello, my name is Musa Adiago, and I want to welcome you to Pondering Hearts. I'm so excited because I'm starting a new conversation today. And, it's been a while, but I just thank God. So, the title of the series of conversations that I want to actually start is Do Not Go Down to Egypt When God's Instruction Seems Counterintuitive. There's this strong thing with us humans. We have the strong temptation to actually stay in our comfort zone or just to bail out when the instructions that God is giving us is actually like hard. So I want us to have a hard conversation, like raw conversation about that. So I want to encourage you that no matter how counterintuitive God's instruction is to you in this season, God is telling me to tell you, don't go down to Egypt. Don't do it. And you know why? Because there actually are opportunities that lies ahead of us if we just choose to trust God. The opportunities are actually unlimited. So in this series of conversations that I'm going to be having with you, the anchor of our conversation would be the Bible character Isaac. So we're going to be looking at Isaac, and I'm hoping that by the end of the series of conversations that I'm going to be having with you, you're going to have a better understanding of what God is actually doing in your life. So these are the things you would expect. So the number one thing that you will find out is that the priority of God is to actually have an intimate relationship with you. And then while, you're going through this season of trying to obey God's instructions, even though it doesn't make sense, God is actually making room for you at the top. Yeah, God is making room for you at the top. And then some of the things that you should expect that you will be experiencing while you're going through this season. Number one is hardship. It's hard in the promised land. It is hard. And number two is you should expect to be afraid. You know why? Because it's something that you've never done before. So the expectation is that you will be afraid. You should also expect that there will be oppositions. There will be naysayers that will tell you, I don't think this is right, And then in the midst of that, right, God is also expecting that you would be forming some alliances, relationships as well, in the midst of everything that is going on with you. In addition to that, God is also expecting you to be innovative. Yes, I said it. He wants you to think outside of the box. He wants you to leave the old and start something new. And I'm so excited, as I'm thinking about this. And, as you're in the promised land, going through all these things, God is also expecting you to sow. And I'm not talking about money here. So we also would, delve into that. And then number one, the last but not the least is history actually repeats itself. It's just that we humans are not, sensitive enough to know that. So I'm so excited. I can't wait for us to have the next conversation. The next conversation is going to be the number one priority, the number one reason why God actually is telling you, girl, son, daughter, don't go down to Egypt. I'll see you soon.